Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to refine your freshly laid product. So you might already be doing this with a hand file, you might not be doing this at all, but this is a really great way to get that perfect finish before you then apply either top coat or colour. So what we're going to use to start off with is our little mini 5-in-1. Now I would recommend using either a fine or a medium grit, just because we don't want to be taking too much product off. Now all we're going to use the carbide bit for is any bits of bulk. So I've got a little bit of bulk on this free edge, so I'm just going to use it for that. And then we're going to smooth it all out with our sanding bands as we did when we prepped. So we're only actually going to just take off any bigger bits of product with this. So I'm going to use it on a speed of 22. And same again as how we've done our infills, we're just going to start to come down and just debulk that product. And as you can see, it just gets off a little bit at a time. We don't want it to remove too much. I'm just going to switch the dust extractor on just because we have got a little bit of dust being created. But yeah, anywhere where there's a little bit more bulk and we just want to perfect it, I'm just going to use my carbide bit. It's mainly just around that free edge because we don't want to be flattening the apex. But I'm just making sure that I've got no bulk on that free edge. If anything went wrong in the lamp, if you had a dip or if someone knocked something, you could also fix it at this point with this as well. But by using the little mini 5-in-1, it's not going to take too much off or alter the shape that we've just created too much. So once you're happy with how much you have debulked with the carbide bit, we're going to swap to our sanding bands. So finishing off my refinement with my 240 sanding bands again. So I'm just going to come around, across, and I'm just going to completely mattify that product. So we're just going to do our whipping motion again, so back and forth, side to side, and up and down, just to get it all nice and smooth. And this will also help them to grow out really nice and seamlessly because they're more blended at the sides and at the cuticle. So just remembering that control with your sanding bands, so making sure to use that edge as you are coming around the edge. And what we'll be left with is the perfect foundation ready to either put a top coat or our colour. So I'm really focusing on the edges more because we don't want to flatten that apex that we've already built up. So I'm just coming round and just debulking the free edge, the sides. If you've got any tunnelling at all where the product's slightly thicker at the sides, you can make sure that that is all nicely blended out as well. So we're just coming around and then we can just do a quick bit over the top just to make sure that it's all matte again. But I'm putting very little pressure on here. It's very minimal, and I'm just removing that shine and just going over any other bulkier areas a couple more times. So once you've gone in with your sanding band, if you want to do any more to your free edge and your shape, you can just go in with your hand file at this point and just make sure that it is nice and crisp, but you can do this after you've top coated anyway. So now our biab is completely refined, it's debulked in any areas we needed it, we could use the detailer in case there was any flooding, and it's ready to go on to the next step.